this is John Goldwood with Craftcoat Roofing. I'm here at 514 North Eagle Meadow Loop. The customer name of this wood is Kenneth Smith. So we're here at this wood shake roof and we're going to perform a repair attempt just to see what the condition of the shingles look like before the repair attempt and afterwards. So Jonathan, first I'll have you show the shingles surrounding. So you can see like where my hand is, bring the camera lower too. These shingles are completely set. I'm pulling up on them. They're not loose whatsoever. Here's the wind damage shingle, but none of these ones surrounding have any damage whatsoever. So we're gonna do this repair now. So the first step, these wood shake roofs are tricky because you kind of have to turn and move these shakes outward. The problem is that they don't have just a center nail. They're actually stapled on each end. So where the nails are, they're covered by the shingle above it, but basically where the nails for this shingle are about here and here. So it makes them hard to turn and work around because there's not just one nail hole essentially that they can rotate on, there's two. And so sometimes they split, sometimes they don't. That's what we're here to find out. So first step, as you can see, I have to loosen these nails above, because if I were just to try to pry up and loosen these ones, it would just snap this piece, it'd be broke off under. And I mean this piece of wood for this shingle goes up usually about 5-6 inches, so it's pretty far underneath. So the first step is I'm going to be as careful as I can and try. Jonathan, come over here. So watch this nail hole. See where my finger is? So there's a staple right here, and you can see I'm being careful. Now you're left with two holes right here. You can go a little further back just so you can see more. So I've got this one lifted up. You can see it cracked this and kind of damaged that. I'm going to be as careful as I can, so this may take a little more time, but it's important that I loosen up the shingles surrounding, otherwise they're going to break very easily. This shingle right here, as you can see, it goes underneath this one, which goes to here. So if I pry up on this, it's now going to lift up on these. So I have to loosen these surrounding shingles just a bit. Because the goal is to get this one out first. The rest of it at least. Okay, I'm gonna loosen these ones up a little bit more just because I know they're gonna get some pressure. Now I'm gonna go underneath the actual shingle that we are replacing. So here's an issue. As you can see, because of the brittleness of the shingles, I can't just slide this as far under as I want to get all the pieces of wood. So it'll take a little more time. Can you see right here, Jonathan, there's a nail or a staple. So there's a staple here and here. Now in order to get the new shingle in this, I have to remove these. So what you have to do is you have to lift these up enough to rotate them outwards. Otherwise, I cannot remove this nail. It's way too long. They're usually about around 1 inch to 1.5 inches. So there's no way I have enough room to pry this shingle up that high to just pop this staple out. So I have to lift these. And I have to loosen these staples. So As you can see, I just still cannot get to these. I have to push these up a little more. Okay. So I know I'm loosening these shingles up, but it's just something that is a domino effect. This is wood. Wood is obviously not flexible, especially when it's this thin. I mean, this is close to a 1/4 inch. So I have to be careful in loosening these prior to just going right at it at this. Otherwise, if I just pry up, it's gonna break those. So I'm gonna keep trying to be careful and work around these. I still can't get these to go outward at all. I'm gonna see if I can pry this out without rotating them. Okay. So I got this one actually. So got that out. Basically have to just bend these nails backwards to try to get them at an angle to where I can pop them out. Not nails, staples. So I've got these staples out. There's still pieces of this shingle up here. So I'm gonna try to do my best to remove all of the debris. So here's a problem of why this shake split. The reason why this came out the way that it did is because this shingle is probably about this long. So when it goes underneath, right, and it goes all the way up to here, that means this row of shakes that gets nailed down or stapled down, it also penetrates the wood of this shingle and also this row, because there's another row of nails or staples right here. So it essentially has its own fasteners, and then it has 2 more above it and then 2 more above that from these 2 rows. Typically these shakes are longer, so you